Hi. So it's been a while, and that's because I've been adjusting to the happenings that have been going on. I think that all of us have been doing that, and I think a lot of us are doing it really well. It's so exciting to see all of the wonderful things that come together when we're able to work together, when we're presented with things, challenges, issues, especially on a collective level. I don't remember any of the last readings that we've done, but because it's been like over a week, excuse me. But yeah, so, and I wanted to kind of gather my own thoughts. I've been really kind of consumed with work. I'm not used to working from home, so I have a bit of a challenge. I've noticed working from home and tearing myself away from the actual work. So I've spent my nights kind of in my own thoughts, processing the various information that's being slammed at us, and all the different platforms, the news and then social media, and then just my area of people that I have encounters with, and I feel that there is more of a sense of hope and what is this, overcoming, than there is of fear and heartbreak. That is really more or less being portrayed online and in the media, which is interesting in itself. That's actually why I started this video, was because I pulled some runes, and there's there's obviously, for most of us, we know that there's a cleansing happening right now. And that's what the runes were speaking about. But there's a cleansing going on, and it's nice for me to see people holding that higher vibration, because collectively, if we don't, we're going to fall back into these old systems, which I think intuitively we know, like deep inside, we know that there could be better. So yeah, there's a cleansing happening right now. We are being sent home and being afforded this beautiful time with ourselves to just sit. And I have seen this, I remember posting it at the beginning of the week, last week, and I remember posting that. I said, what a beautiful time to be able to sit with ourselves and reflect. And then I started seeing that in all of the places, from different groups of people, not just, the people that I would consider my people. And it was lovely. It was lovely to see. And that, touches on the collective consciousness, the web that we have. We are all so very connected. And I know I myself have had a tremendous time trying to lift myself up from this sludge that's happening. And I know it's rough on everybody, and it's not going to get any easier. This is the if you will, and I hope that I hope that I'm wrong, but I don't think that I am. I believe, is going to be the first wave of things, of trials that we are going to go through. You'll remember maybe that in one of my videos I was discussing how these hits, these downloads, these periods of time where it's just so intense, are hitting more frequently Whereas before it was a very gradual up and down, and now it's like bam, bam, bam. And so we're all hopefully integrating this and learning to break out of it at a little faster pace. We're being conditioned, essentially, if that's the best way to put it. Conditioned by a higher force, by a higher mind, and or by, there are 2 points, right? There's this higher part, and then there's this lower part. So you can be conditioned to be in this fear-based mentality, or you can allow yourself to surpass that, overcome that. I lost my train of thought there. So meant to be. So anyways, I am on my lunch break right now. I don't have very much time. I wanted to pull just a few cards. For the most part, all of the cards that I've pulled for myself in like little increments, I haven't sat down and done like a very full-on reading, but from what I've been getting, it has been very much about, very much, I mean almost every single reading that I recall. It is a clearing, a cleansing. It is healing, and it is a detachment. So a cleansing, but a detachment from old ways, which I think a lot of us have already know that. But so I have gotten, nope, I'm being told no. So I've gotten my own messages. You know, it's really interesting. I wonder if anybody else has been picking up on some of their gifts a little bit more. I've always been aware of my, well, always is relative, but I've always been pretty aware of my gifts. But more recently, very high-tuned. It's hyper-tuned, which is lovely. And I think that's also sparking I'm being called to do various things, various avenues of healing. But I've noticed a lot of synchronicities, a lot. So collectively, let's see what we can get for whoever's going to see this video. Let's see. Push this down here so we can see the cards. We have life force. Express your divine or driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. You know, if you've been watching some of my videos there, I see antlers. Not necessarily the horns, but antlers, and I think of wisdom. Life force might touch on that web that I was discussing. And then we have Hilarion. Exactly. You'll notice this is heart chakra, and it's divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. I think, you know, obviously that's touching on what we just said. There's a lot of green in these cards. But we are being gifted this time. And this time is important because there is something happening in the collective that is forcing. We are being afforded this gift of time to heal within our hearts and really focus on what we want. I think that was one of my very first videos. I was getting this really strongly, is asking, really pinpointing what we wanted. I mean, I had no idea it would come to this, but that's because I try not to think about futures so much as what we are doing as far as healing. But, so there's a life force that is calling for our divine healing. And picking up on your gifts, that's what I was picking up on your gifts so that you're able to help others. And, you know, it's not, reading cards is one way of helping others. Giving a hug, maybe not right now, is one way of helping others. Oh my. Okay, so we have Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So Divine Order. And Holy Alchemist, or Amethyst. Alchemist. Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Precisely what I was talking about. And all three of these have heart. This one actually has a picture of a heart, but there's a connection here between your crown and the heart, a blossoming of love and intuition and gifts. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. Really tap into that feel. We're being afforded this time to do that. I'm so excited and I'm so passionate about it. You can hear it in my voice, but the challenge is being able to move. You have that choice, that free will that humans are allowed or gifted. You know, we have that choice to go to the higher vibration, lower vibration, and this is what that's calling for. You know, we have a challenge right now, but it is beautiful seeing everybody coming together in their own ways. And, you know, what you might not think of as a gift is a gift to someone else. Like, what is that saying? That someone else's trash is another person's treasure? That's that. Like, I love seeing people smile. So when I meet someone, when I greet someone, I want them to feel so warm and welcome. And I know when I've accomplished that because of the smile on someone's faces. It doesn't have to be a grand smile. All right. So these are, what are they called? These are called archetype cards. So collectively, what message needs to come through for the people that are going to watch this, please? Okay. King. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. And then the shadow attributes are excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. It's interesting. Anything else? Okay. We have two here. We have Pioneer and Messiah. Pioneer. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. We are on the cliff. If you are familiar with tarot, this is the Fool card, what we are going through right now. It is the Star card and the Fool card and the Hermit card. Yeah, this has not been done. We are being called to help humanity ascend to another level, to a different level. And change is scary, but not all bad. So shadow attribute is compulsive need to keep moving on. So that's not allowing yourself to surrender to what's going on. And then we have Messiah, serving humanity with humility. And then the shadow attribute is exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. I was just actually talking about this last night. I try to, this is how I interpret this card. So I try to incorporate the word we and in replacing the I with we. And when you do that, it is a game changer. When you do that in your everyday dialogue and thoughts, huge game changer. So I think the king is calling for us to really step into our power individually, and that leadership role on if someone is down, you know, making sure that you hone in on those gifts that we are being gifted right now, or maybe coming online or will be coming online, and you know, helping the others. We rise above. Rise above. I'm not really sure if anything's going to come out of these. I'm not really, I don't know, I shouldn't be pulling from them. I'm not feeling them, but anything else? All right. So the bone collector is card number 1. That's spirit. That's the divine. That's God. And everything is good. This calls us to remind ourselves that, or we are being asked to remind ourselves that everything that we need is within us. That did fall right underneath King. So calling upon that power. And then we had a slew of cards come out. We had Talesman. So this is, someone is lighting the way, calling to come forth. Stuck in the mud. Yeah, this is us right here, this Talesman. This is us. And you'll see she has like a little lantern she's holding right there on that path. She's calling, helping these people get out of the mud. Get unstuck from that fear. And yes, exactly, being forced into the solitude. So we have that ability to tap into ourselves and reach that potential power, and then help humanity, help we. And then a balancing act with this metamorphosis that's happening. Sorry. So huge messages here. And the balancing act, you know, is card number 11. I'm pulled to, you know, say that this is a ship. This is a sail, like an old-time ship, right? Our ships are coming in, right? And we have to balance it very, very delicately how we're doing it with spirit and in the 3D. So in another realm, your higher self, right, it's a delicate balance between connecting with your higher self and those powers that you potentially possess. Actually, you do possess them, but tapping into them and then bringing them into the 3D. Solitude, stuck in the mud, Talesman. And this metamorphosis, this is 11, which is, you know, it's divine guidance. It's beautiful. And if you have been able to sit with yourself, you will feel God. You will feel that presence surrounding us. So I am going to pull just a quick angel card here. And one, yeah, okay. We have Courage. It's one of my favorite cards. I see this card often in my mind. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And then we have here, all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So I hope this has helped. I got to get back to work. Bye.